The following program is an original production of WICC PBS Chicago.
Young and poor. Tonight, the dramatic rise in childhood poverty in Illinois. What can be done to help this vulnerable population, and can the state afford it?
Going bald for a good cause. Local students brave the shave to raise money for children's cancer research.
And new TV ads and old arguments. Mayor Emanuel and challenger Jesus Chuy Garcia face off in the final weeks of this runoff. These stories and much more tonight on In the Loop. I'm Barbara Pinto.
And I'm Chris Bury. 1 in 5 children in Illinois are living in poverty. That means thousands of them are struggling for basic necessities.
The numbers are stubbornly higher than before the recession. The state's fiscal crisis threatens to make things even worse.
It's hard because, I want things, but, I can't have them because me and my mom are struggling.
At 16 years old, Yalitza Luna knows the struggles of going without. She lives with her mother in this small 2-bedroom apartment in Humboldt Park on Chicago's northwest side.
This is my room. It's a little small, but I love it. I'm really thankful I have my own room.
Yalitza's mom, Milza Bonet, works as a teacher at this daycare center, making $13 an hour. Her $27,000 a year salary is barely enough to keep this family of 2 afloat. As a single mom, Milza gets emotional talking about the pressure of providing for herself and her daughter, and her need at age 38 to still rely on parents and siblings for support.
If I don't have that food in my refrigerator, my family's there, and I'm truly blessed because of that. But if I didn't have them, I don't know where I will be right now.
Bonet and her daughter are not alone. Larry Joseph, one of the authors of a recent report by Voices for Illinois Children, says child poverty in our state has grown exponentially between 1999 and 2012, jumping almost 40% and reaching all racial groups.
Of the child poverty population, it's roughly a third African American, a third Latino, and about almost a third, 28% white, and then the remainder is sort of other ethnic groups.
The majority are in rural counties, Winnebago, Macon, and Vermilion, which have the highest levels of child poverty in the state. In his research, Joseph found the percentage of children living in poverty is higher now than it was before the recession. He says even with an improving economy, it could take 5 years for that growth to trickle down to the state's poorest children.
First, the lingering effects of a recession that was especially long and deep. And secondly, structural changes in the economy that have led to sluggish economic growth.
Amy Terpstra, director of research at the Heartland Alliance, says while unemployment has dropped, Illinois has not added enough jobs to put parents back to work.
We just have a jobs quantity problem. There simply aren't enough jobs. Where we have added jobs has not necessarily been uniform. So different areas of the state and different communities throughout the city of Chicago haven't seen much job growth at all, while other areas have seen more.
Most of those jobs created are in the service industry, offering lower wages. According to the Employment Law Project, the service sector accounted for 44% of the national employment growth in the last 5 years. Terpstra says low-paying jobs or underemployment leads to higher poverty levels that impact everyone. Lost productivity, extra health care, and criminal justice services cost the United States an estimated $500 billion a year. And poor children may be on track to become poor adults. The Department of Education reveals a wide gap in reading and math scores between low and high-income children. With the state billions of dollars in debt, there is even greater concern for the future.
We've had tremendous budget shortfalls, and we have a budget crisis going on, and the solution that's been going on for years and that continues to be talked about is cut, cut, cut. And what that means is that we've effectively dismantled many programs that move people out of poverty, and that help parents work, and that help mitigate the very worst effects of hardship for kids and families in the state.
To help reduce child poverty, experts suggest increasing the minimum wage, investing in education, training for parents, and child care programs to help struggling families like Milsa and Yalitza.
You go to school, you try to provide for you and your family, and everything is going higher, even a gallon of milk.
Yalitza dreams of going to college and becoming a teacher, but for now, she stays brave, even though her family is struggling.
I'm thankful for all the things that my mama gave me, even though she's struggling.
According to the Voices for Illinois Children study, more than 40% of families like Yalitza's, led by single moms, live in poverty. A group of state lawmakers are pushing to double tax breaks to low-income workers that would put more money in the pockets of the working poor. Governor Rauner also said he would support an increase, but has yet to release specifics. Now, Chris has more on the mayor's race and other major stories of the week.